y'all, I have been home doing what you do on your day off, which is what? Chill. That's what I've been doing, chilling. And I was like, okay, Steph, this next part that you are about to share with them, you know, you ain't gotta be fabulous, you ain't gotta do no beat face, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna accept me oils and all today. Oils and all, and just a little bit of chapstick. And the reason why I just want to come to y'all raw like this is because when I ended the last vlog, I told y'all your girl had to get a job. Okay, I had to get a job. See, what happened was when that paycheck got messed up and it just felt like it just wasn't getting any better. I told my husband, I said, a girl gotta work. I was like, this was not my plan, you know, come here and be a housewife. Side note, no shade to anybody who is a housewife or a stay-at-home mom, okay? It is the hardest job in America, okay? It is the hardest because we are responsible for this youth, this future, okay, that we so eloquently like to talk about, okay? So no shade whatsoever, but I was there for 4 months, y'all. 4 months, and I just told my husband I had to get a job. So I went and I applied at Walmart in Mililani, and I had took on the only openings they had was for a shift, for a graveyard shift. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like I gotta go to work at 9, 10 o'clock and don't get off until like 7 a.m. So I did that, y'all, for about 4.5 months because like I said, it took them 6 months to get our money right. Now we already done, you know, they had direct deposit back in the day, you know, when it came to your income taxes, right? You literally had to wait for that little gold envelope to come in the mail. So I just was like, I gotta help. So I got the job at Walmart. I was working a graveyard shift, so during the day I was home with Jazz, and James was on Xoxo barracks being a soldier. And when he would come home, pretty much it was like we would switching shifts, and we was kind of in passing. You know, he would be home, we eat dinner together, get the baby settled and stuff like that, and then off to work I go. So y'all, it was a good thing that I did do this because we started being able to, you know, start getting our life together, start creating a home, you know, buying towels and, you know, sheets, and, you know, buying furniture and pillows and stuff. And you'll be surprised, you think like that's like nothing now, you know, to go out and buy a decorative pillow or to buy a rug. Shit, that was a lot back in the day, okay? It was like, really? We gonna eat, or we gonna have this cute pillow? We gonna eat first, okay? Now y'all, I gotta be straight up with y'all. I gotta be real. That's all I know, okay? I had a philosophy, and my husband probably didn't agree with this at first until he saw, you know, what can happen if you're not like this. Y'all, we was young, we had credit cards from college, y'all. I had Visa calling me, I had Sears calling me, and y'all know Sears back in the day, they used to be the hardest credit card to get, okay? But I had them calling me. I had Bell South from Florida calling me because when I left I had an $800 phone bill, y'all, from talking long distance and collect calls when James was in Hawaii and I was in Florida. Like, they was coming for our soul, and it's easy to get frustrated and stressed out. But y'all, I told y'all, I fucked up, okay? And I just told my husband, I was like, only one of us can be the one to do the bills. It's either you or me. And we'll try it and we'll see what happens. Well, okay, y'all, we tried it his way. Do pay everything, okay? Everything up front, bam. And then we be looking like this, hungry and feeling like we can't do nothing, okay? Not that we was hungry, I just said we was looking like we was hungry, okay? However, the following pay period, it was my turn. And y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, I told Sears, Bell South, Visa, I told all of them, look, I can't give you what I don't have, okay? I can send you $1 and ain't nothing you can do. Because my peeps had, you know, when you start talking to people and you start like literally figuring how this world works out here, it's called, once you make an effort, they really can't be like messing with you about trying to report you to the credit bureau and all of this, okay? So you can either send them this payment, which they saying it's minimal, and minimal is $75, but $75 right now could be the fact if I'm gonna have some gas in my car, or we gonna have Pampers, we gonna have milk, we gonna have something to eat. So I would tell them, if I ain't got it, you ain't got it. I said, so until we get in a better position right now, I told them straight up, we are experiencing financial hardship and we just don't have it. And so I told my husband, he was like, well, why you just don't pay it? We gonna have nothing. We gonna have nothing if we just pay it. I was like, Sears, Bell South, and Visa, they can wait. They can wait. That's something I can't see now, okay? They can wait, but I can see you and I can see Jasmine and I can see that she need this and you need that. You got to get back and forth to work. I'm like, we just gonna have to do it like this until we're in a better place. So y'all, once I started working, I was able to start, like, you know, putting more money towards those creditors that was coming for me, okay? Because I would tell them straight up, if I have a choice between me and my family and what I'm gonna take care of first, my family gonna win all the time. So y'all can go on with that. So y'all, now it's probably the month of August, and y'all, we got some neighbors. They moved in next to us, another young black couple, and they were in the military as well. They was in the army, and just so happened my husband and my friend Tanita that y'all hear me talk about, this is when I met Tanita. I met her in 1995 in Hawaii, okay? She was my next door neighbor. My husband and her husband was in the same unit, same battalion, same everything, okay? So me and her got to know each other, and I think I told y'all that story already before. Go back, check out previous story times about, you know, making friends when you're in the military. Y'all will hear all about her. However, we came up on the housing list, y'all. So now, when you first get to places like Schofield Barracks and places that are like afar, prior to you getting there, you put your name on the waiting list. Our name was on the waiting list, and our name had finally come up. Now, I never aspired to want to live on post. Remember, we brand new at this, and we don't know. But when you call me and you mention that you got brand new spanking housing ready for me, yes, we're gonna come and check it out. Y'all, we went from living in a little shack to a 2-story townhouse, 2 bedrooms, full bath upstairs, half bath downstairs, big ass living room, dining room, kitchen, big ass laundry area with the washer and the dryer. It was all that. Carport for Betsy, because y'all, that's what we called our Caprice. It was Betsy, okay? Y'all, it was like, why wouldn't we take this? We signed for our quarters. We moved in August of '95. I was still working at the time. We were able to, everything was starting to like come together, and y'all, it's only been about 8 to 9 months, so it's feeling like it's coming together. All right, we're able to move on base now. We're able to Mr. Long don't have to commute anymore or anything like that, because from where we live to Xoxo Barracks was about a good 25-minute drive, 25-30 minutes. Okay, so we're like, okay, we're gonna be able to save gas money, we're gonna be able to do this, we're gonna be able to do that. Child, please, let me tell y'all what happened. What happened is, when you move on base, okay, that thing I was mentioning to y'all in the beginning about, you know, soldiers get BAH, it's basic housing allowance. When you move on base, they now take that money away from you. Why? Because you're living on base housing and you don't pay rent, so to speak. So that's why they take it away, because technically you're not paying rent. It's on a facility, and there's no light bill. No, we didn't have any lights, no electricity bill, because that was all included. No water or anything like that. All of that was included. Only thing that we had to come out of pocket for, once again, was cable and phone. Okay, car insurance and stuff like that. So now that they done took this money out, now we feeling hardship again. Okay, because it's like, once you get set up and you on a system and you see how your money flowing, you're like, okay, it's all good. All right, well then, y'all, they started laying people off at Walmart. And y'all know how that go. People they lay off first tends to be the newer people that come in. So I had got laid off, and I'm gonna have to say it probably was for the best, because now that we've moved on base, I don't know anybody around me, so y'all know I'm not gonna leave my child with just anybody. James was, you know, right on base, so you know, it wasn't like he had to commute or anything. It just was, my job was 30 minutes away now, so it was like we still was gonna be kicking out gas, if y'all staying with me. So y'all, I ended up stopped working, and I became a full-time stay-at-home mom. Now y'all, during this time, I'm telling y'all, I was in a place, because, you know, before I got married and I moved clear across the country, you know, I was in college, you know, I was doing black girl magic stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it all went on pause. But that's what happens when you pop up pregnant, you know? It is what it is. I was like, oh my gosh, like, here we go again. So y'all, this is the irony of this all. Remember I told y'all we couldn't get WIC because they told us that we made too much money when we lived off base because of the BAH and everything that shows up on your LES. Well, when we moved on base, and now you take that out of the equation, y'all, why we done qualified now for food stamps? Yes, y'all, I'm talking about the food stamps that was like the ones like you tear out the book, and you know they had like denominations, not this EBT card stuff. It was like the real deal, like you got your books. Okay, y'all, we qualified for food stamps. Food stamps, living on post. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I used to love going grocery shopping when I first got married, because I just felt like, you know, this was my time. When we got paid every 2 weeks, you know, I go fill the house up, you know, anything we need for the home, anything like little do-it-yourself projects that I'm working on, you know, beautifying our home and stuff like that. And y'all, we had a nice house when we lived in Hawaii. If I can find pictures, I will definitely share them with y'all. But we had a nice setup, and it was a good thing that I worked for those 4 months, because it was able to help us get on our feet, get us caught up with stuff, get us rolling. But now you take grocery out of the equation, because now that's not coming out of our monies. Yeah, life was good. Life was good, y'all, and it lasted. That lasted probably for about maybe 6 months, maybe a year. Because once you start making rank, that means your pay go up, that means everything goes up. So after about a year, we were disqualified for food stamps. So now here it is, I'm trying to go back out into the workforce again, because I want Jasmine to go to school. And like I told y'all, I just felt like I just had so much to give, and me being home, like, I was able to give my daughter something that I wasn't able to give the second one, and that is the first 2 years of her life, pretty much she had me on lock. Okay, I was able to teach her, you know, her ABCs, teach her how to spell her name, how to say her name, who I am, who her daddy is, you know. Always was showing her pictures of her family back in Florida and stuff like that, you know, just so we always had a connection. I was a homeschooler, and I was schooling my young daughter for her to be ready to get into somebody's daycare program. Okay, well, put her name on the list for that too. And then finally, when I got a job, y'all, her name came up on the list, and it was like perfect timing, like perfect. I'm gonna tell y'all, the job that I took, literally, I was like working for this credit bureau where I was calling people and pretty much harassing them about where is company money. Like, y'all got equipment, y'all got stuff from them, but y'all ain't paid these people yet. And so one morning, y'all, Jazz was supposed to go to daycare. Jasmine woke up and she had a fever, and she pulling on her ear. We all know what that means. They got ear infection. So I already knew what was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna take her to the doctor and stuff like that, but at the same time, I can't go to work now because the soldier can't call out, y'all. Ain't no such damn thing about calling out of the army. Okay, we're gonna let this play. That's the reveillees that y'all hear right now, because it's 5 o'clock here in New Jersey. The end of the day, the end of the work day. Y'all, this plays every day except Saturday and Sundays. And if you are moving on post in a vehicle, you are subject to stop. The soldier get out, salute. As a spouse, I stay in the car. On this base, we don't have to get out, but on the other base, they do. They want you to get out. So, y'all getting a little bit of this military lifestyle right now. But our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Y'all, don't y'all when people be singing, they be like, you be seeing their lips trembling and shit. You be like, girl, that's what you gotta do to get that note out. Pretty much. So y'all, now that the reveillees is over, y'all, that morning I called out to this job and I told them I couldn't come in. My daughter was sick, and that, you know, I need to take her to the doctor, get her on antibiotics, and then I'll be able to come back in the next day. Got up, y'all, took Jada, see how I be getting them mixed up. Took Jazz to the doctor's on post. Just as I figured, she had an ear infection, y'all. Yeah. Gave me antibiotics, 24 hours, she can go back. 3 hours later, y'all, I got a phone call from that same job that they had told me that I was doing, like, great job and all of this. Y'all, they called and told me that they were letting me go and that I could not be there. I had other responsibilities, and they just didn't think I was gonna be a good fit anymore because I called out one day. One day. Y'all, I was so upset because, like, I had a salary, y'all. Like, that was like the first job. Like, I had like a salary. I was literally commuting to like near Pearl Ridge Mall to go to this job and stuff like this. And y'all, for them to just do me like that, I was heartbroken, like, literally, because I finally felt like, you know, all right, we about to propel to the next level. My husband now is an E4 promotable. You know, he's about to make E5, and you know, we about to be in there. Child, please. They killed my spirits, like, for real. And I was hurt because I just finally felt like, okay, I made it. But didn't I tell y'all, in every struggle there's always a blessing. So y'all, what happened was, I was out of work now, and we didn't want to take Jasmine out of school. So, you know, we was just like, you know what, we just gonna make it do what it do. And if this means that we gotta sacrifice something now to keep her in school, because she loved school, y'all. First day of school, this little girl, like, I'm thinking she gonna cry and she gonna be upset because, you know, all she know is us. Child, please, Jasmine was like, bye, see you when I see you. My feelings was crushed, y'all, hurt, okay? Like, she not gonna miss me. But then when she would see me at the end of the day, that would be the thing that put the biggest smile on my face, because she was happy to see me and she was ready to go home. So just for that, y'all, just for my child being able to be social, have friends and play dates and stuff like that, that was important to me for her. So if that meant, because at that time, y'all, I had started getting my hair done now, okay, because I was working, okay? I was getting my hair done, getting my nails done every 2 weeks. If that means I can't get my nails done now because I want to keep my daughter in school, I gotta do what I gotta do. And I did. But trouble don't last long, okay? So y'all, what happened was, I remember I got a phone call at the house. Jasmine was at daycare, and I got this call inquiring about an application that I had put in at Pearl Ridge Mall for Regis Hair Corporation. And they were getting ready to open a new store or a new salon within that same mall, and they was doing recruiting from their sister store, you know, to get people to come in. Well, they asked me, was I interested in being a beauty advisor? And I liked the sound of that, y'all. Beauty. That's what I'm into. I wasn't supposed to be, you know, sitting behind somebody's desk, you know, picking up the phone, calling every random Tom, Dick, Harry, Linda, Sue, Billy. You know, I wasn't supposed to be doing that and trying to get people money for them, all right? I was supposed to be doing something where I felt like I had a connection. And so I told them I agreed to come to the interview, set up the time and place, and I made sure I did it early enough that I would not be running late to get Jasmine from out of school, okay? Because y'all know $1 a minute is real, okay? When daycare they pick them kids up, they ain't playing with you, okay? I remember, y'all, I went to this interview. I sat down. I will never ever forget this woman, and her name is Cheryl Foreman. And she sat down with me. She interviewed me regularly at first, you know, asked me, you know, the basic questions. What's your name? You know, tell me about yourself, you know, all of this. And I started telling her about myself. Sometimes I could tell y'all, when you ask that question, you get vague answers sometimes, and you don't get people to like truly tell you about them. Sometimes you get too much. You might get more than what you bargained for. But I don't know. It was just something I felt different about, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna put myself out here, and it's an hourly position, but at least it'll be dibbling and dabbling in something that I like, which was, you know, hair, makeup, and stuff like that. So y'all, she talking to me. 20 minutes go by, 30 minutes go by, 50 minutes go by. Now it's an hour, and she talking, and she's telling me about the company, the history about them, the whole nine, telling me about the plan to open this new store, trade secrets, and you know, right now they building a team. Store is due to open in 6 weeks. I was like, okay. So then she asked me, she said, have you had any management experience? And I told her, y'all, the only thing that I've managed is my family, my house, my bills, taking care of them. That is what I've managed. And I said, and I'm gonna have to toot my own horn, but I think I do a damn good job at it. And so she was like, okay, I've never heard that answer before. But if you think about it, it's the same thing, y'all. You are managing all types of entities when it comes to your house, okay? You're managing the children, you're managing the finances, you're managing the janitorial skills around the house, you're managing what the family gonna eat, you're managing TV time, you're managing everything, how to spend time with the family, the kids, the husband. As a woman, y'all, we wear so many hats, and I'm so serious with this. When we find the hat that we are supposed to wear, it's like you put that hat on, you have your Olivia Pope moment, and you're like, I've arrived. Y'all, she talked to me for another hour. Okay, this is how interested she was. And she just told me, she was like, they haven't made a decision on a manager. They had some candidates that have had experience, and that she just wanted to just hire everybody while we put the store together. She just wanted to watch how people vibe with each other and interact, and she wanted to see people's work ethic. And so, y'all, 6 weeks went by, and like 3 days before we was getting ready to open the store, like, y'all, this was keeping me busy. Like, literally, I was working 40 hours a week. I felt like I had arrived, y'all, and I was making like probably $8 and some change an hour, okay? Back in 95, no, 96, 97, that was a lot, okay? That was a lot, $8. And this is Hawaii, where people don't quit jobs, all right? Y'all, the work ethic is totally different in Hawaii. People do not leave their jobs. They are not quick to dismiss a job. They value work. And I was right there with them, because I know when you lived it and you don't live like a tourist, you really get to see how the locals live in Hawaii, okay? And it's not all that Hawaii 5-0 and shit y'all see on TV. It's not all of that. There's a lot of poverty in Hawaii. Needless to say, a lot. So y'all, she came and she asked, could she sit down and talk with me? Her and I remember the dude that was her partner, his name was Dennis. You know, they sat down and they said they had come to a decision and that they thought I was the best fit for the position. And she's like, I know you don't have any management experience per se professionally. She was like, but I believe in helping somebody get to their fullest potential. Okay, y'all, the camera done stopped, not once but twice. It's the third time. However, I will finish this story, okay? She told me that she was willing to take a chance on someone who didn't have the professional experience, and to be able to teach them that. And she said that she saw that that's something that I wanted. She said I was a natural leader, and I was wanting to help. No matter if I was done with a task that was given to me, I was still willing to help. And y'all, that still sticks with me today, even my own current management style. My management style has changed over the years, but she was the first person that she gave me a chance. She took a chance and stepped out on faith, and she said, it's her. She overlooked people who had experience, y'all. So, y'all, I was so elated because I went from making $8.50 an hour to a salary, okay? And I really felt like, y'all, I had arrived. Like, real talk, I had arrived. And like, here it is, my husband's doing well. You know, he had just got promoted to E5. I got to pin his rank on him. I've always pinned my husband's rank on y'all, always, okay? And he had a ceremony when he graduated from PLDC school, and it's like before they get ready to make E5, gotta go to this, I forget, some type of leadership course. We were there, and Jasmine was in school that day, and I was off work so that I could attend my husband's ceremony. And y'all, one of his first sergeants tried to check me, and so he asked me, he was like, well, where's the little one? And I said, she's in school. And he was like, oh, well, she could have missed the day of school. And I said, no, the hell she can't. I was like, you gonna pay it? If you gonna pay it, she could be here. Other than that, you can mind your business, okay? He told my husband, y'all, later, that he needed to check me. And James said he ain't got to do shit. He was like, I'm the soldier, not my wife. And you had that conversation with her, and what, she supposed to buck down because what you said? Child, I ain't never been that wife. Never. I don't care about rank. I really don't. You know, treat me like a human, okay? Before you see some numbers or some 3 letters that explain your status or your stature in the military, first comes, I'm a human, okay? And you're gonna treat me with dignity and respect. And y'all, you just have to do that out here in this world, because I'm telling y'all, wives do be thinking that they wear their husband's rank. I never was that wife. Yet I do say we retired, because guess what? We did retire. We, us. No, I did not do everything that Mr. Long did, but I was here and I held it down. A lot of times people who are not in the military don't understand the job or the responsibility of the spouse, whether it be the wife or the husband, okay? The spouse is critical. If your spouse don't have your back, if your spouse ain't supportive, these soldiers can't go out here and they cannot do their job. They cannot go out there with the incentive that I got to get back home. I got to get back home to my family. So y'all, people, I don't wear my husband's rank. Never was that wife, never will be. But when I say we retired, we did. I've been in the Army with him from day one. Day one to the last. And I'm still here. So anybody that want to say, oh, she thinks she was in the Army or she wore his rank, bitch, please, okay? I did my time. And I'm still doing my time. And it ain't time that's like, ugly. You know what I'm saying? So needless to say, y'all, the reason I'm sharing, or I have been like so detailed about our first year in Hawaii, our first duty assignment as a military couple, is because you don't hear these stories. Like, these are not just blood in YouTube, or, you know, I said this to my daughter and I've said this to my husband. I was like, you'll never see people like, you know, on social media bragging about their failure or their fails or their losses or misses or mistakes. You won't see people bragging about that. People will post all the positive, all the good that's going on, but you'll never know what happened for them to get to that happy place. Because I'm sorry, y'all, you just don't, life ain't just dealt to you with like, you're not just dealt this happy dose on a plate, okay, a platter. It's just not like that. And it doesn't matter if you come from money, come from poverty. People who come from money, hell, they still don't be happy half the time, because you know what, they around here soaking in sorrow, trying to figure out how to find their happiness, because they don't trust people that's around them, because they think everybody wants something from them. It's like, you damned if you do and you damned if you don't. However, if me telling my struggle, my story, can help somebody, that's what I'm all about. And I still don't even, it was a struggle. It humbled us, you know. People have this stereotype of when you're in the military, like, especially early on, y'all, people be thinking you are rich, okay? And your ass is not rich. Did y'all not just hear me tell about my struggle? Like, we ain't had no grocery, we ain't had no food. Like, come on. I don't even remember ramen noodles being a thing back then, okay? People think you're rich. Family constantly calling you, asking you, let me hold something. You know, you got it. You and Uncle Sam taking care of you. You don't know all the shit I gotta do for this check. You don't know. You don't know the sacrifice. You don't know the blood, sweat, the backaches, the bruises, the jacked up feet, the tears, the hurt, the pain, the loneliness. To sometimes just not thinking it's gonna work, it's gonna last, anxiety. It's a lot. And for people not to understand that, or to be even open to trying to understand it, is sad. So I'm just sharing my story because I want to leave hope on somebody's plate, okay? A big dose of hope. You got to work together. You have to move as one. You have to be as one. And when I say one, y'all, I hope y'all understand. I'm talking about husband, wife, one, okay? One. If you can't do that, you can't expect a successful marriage. You can't expect a successful career in the military, because you're going to be too weak. It's going to break you down. So I leave this saying to y'all, I can talk about our military experience forever, because we, from the first duty assignment to the second one, when I tell y'all, we just kept getting better like a fine wine, and it would get better. And even when we thought we was about to fall back, child, God was like, really? Did you really think that I was about to allow that to happen? People always ask me what is the story behind James and I, and honestly, it's this: we are very honest with each other. Honest. And when I say honest, y'all, I just was singing to y'all earlier. Y'all, my husband is not gonna let my ass go on American Idol or Voice thinking I can sing. That man gonna tell me, nah, sis. Maybe you can dress them people on that show, style them, make them feel good, but nah, boo, you ain't going on the show and embarrass us. We're honest with each other. We love unconditionally. We don't allow anybody to get in our business. Nobody gets up in here with James and Steph. Not our children, not our parents, not even work. It's called, you have to learn to have balance. And if you can have trust, communication, the love is easy. It's easy. It's easy to love somebody when you trust them, when you can communicate with them, when you vibe with them and you feel as one. If I'm struggling, you struggling, okay? We struggle together, so then when we rise, we will float together, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. And if y'all want me to dibble and dabble in what happened after we left Hawaii, I am more than willing to share that as well, because we out now, y'all. We out. I ain't gotta be cautious, okay, about if Colonel such and such or President 45, you know, gonna do something. We out. We is free, okay? So if my military wife stories can help somebody, y'all, please feel free. Ask. Put in the comments. Drop me an email. My email address is down in the description bar, and I will answer questions. If you want it to be something asked privately, you can tell me that. Y'all know I'm good for, I like words, but I sometimes think the whole thing of texting and seeing words can be confused with what message you're trying to get across. So if it's something you ask me, I can definitely keep it anonymous. However, I can answer you in this form right here, so you can see my expression. You can be here with me in our moment. You feel me? Okay. All right. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. Sorry it took so long. However, I just want to be detailed, and I just want somebody to take a page from my book, and if it's something that you can put in your pocket for future use, reference, or need, do it. Because as y'all can see, I could write a book about this, like literally, because we learned along the way. So I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next vlog.